Sambo Sumner, the former president of NUJ, Evelyn Oyilo. I have the representative of the director, public building, FCDA here present. Former chairman of council, Mr. Malaki Uzendu. Former chairman of council, Jacob Eddy. The CEO, Caliphate TV and Radio. My elders present, Elder Timothy Lerewe, one-time former acting chairman of council. Other members here present, distinguished guests. Today my heart is full of gratitude, full of pride, full of the quiet joy that comes when the people look back and see that their labor has not been in vain. Exactly 1 year ago, you, the members of the Nigeria Union of Journalists FCT Council, broke a 41-year pattern and wrote a new line in our history by electing me, a woman, to lead this noble union. You did not merely cast a vote, you made a statement, you ignited a new dawn. And today, that dawn has become a bright morning. This celebration is not the story of one person. It is a story of a council that chose transformation over tradition, unity over division, progress over stagnation. It is a story of what becomes possible when a people believe again. When we assumed office on December 4, 2024, we inherited not just responsibilities, but expectations. Our council longed for restoration. Our council longed for dignity, longed for vibrancy. We longed for relevance and direction. And today, we set out with a single mission. And that single mission is to rebuild trust, revive spirit, and reposition the NUJ FCT Council as a powerful house of journalism in FCT, not just FCT in Nigeria. My beloved colleagues, we started by knitting back the human fabric of this council. In 1 year, we strengthened our fellowship through warm celebrations that cut across our diverse faiths and cultures. Whether it was sharing of joy during Christmas festivity, nearly 1,000 of our members present, breaking bread during Iftar with our Muslim colleagues, sitting out during Salah, or rejoicing at Easter. We proved that unity is not a slogan here, it is a lifestyle. We worked too to reinforce the backbone of journalism, to reinforce the backbone of professionalism. We invested heavily in training and retraining, raising new press clubs in secondary schools, and building platforms for young journalists to thrive. We made deliberate effort to empower information officers through annual capacity development, because the better trained we are, the stronger our national democracy becomes. Our administration also placed your health and well-being at the center. Through medical outreaches and responsive welfare interventions, we reaffirmed what I have always believed in. A journalist's life is as important as the story they tell. And because a healthy life, because a healthy mind needs movement, we revived sporting spirit of this council. This year, our football tournament came back to life. Table tennis championship returned with new energy. And through sport, we found joy and fellowship beyond the newsroom. But we did not stop at that. We did not stop at human element. We also looked at the future of this council's fiscal home. And so we began the journey towards infrastructural development, infrastructural renewal, and that's exactly part of what we're here today to do. A journey that we outlive this administration and serve generations after us. We raised our voice for national issues that demanded attention. Our media parley on illegal mining echoed far beyond the FCT, reminding the nation that the NUJ FCT Council is not a silent bystander, but a leading guardian of public interest. And through all this effort, welfare, unity, professionalism, national development, national advocacy, infrastructural vision, one has stood out. Our council is finally working with its head held high again. My dear colleagues, leadership for me has never been about titles. It has always been about service. It's been about service, I state that again. And this past year, you have all allowed me to serve. You have allowed me to be a symbol of possibility, not just for women, but for every journalist who believes that integrity and courage still matter. To the ESCO members who work beside me every day, you are the engine of this administration. Your sacrifice is the thread that sustains all we do. To our elders, I want to say thank you for your counsel. To our younger members, thank you for your fire. To our partners, thank you for believing in our mission. As we step into the second year, which starts today, I make this promise that by the grace of God, we will not lose momentum. If the first year was rebuilding, the next will be the elevation. If the first year was the foundation, the next will be the masterpiece. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. Thank you very much. With your support, we will continue to shape a council that commands respect, not just in Abuja, but across Nigeria. A council where welfare thrives, professionalism blossoms, and unity endures. A council that stands boldly as a true conscience of the society. Thank you for walking this journey with me. Thank you for trusting me to break the over 41-year barrier. Thank you for providing that transformation. Thank you for proving also that transformation is not only possible, but it is happening here in our very before eyes. This structure is what we are trying to elevate, where journalists can actually have a conducive environment to thrive, to perform and carry out their duties. And I say every day that journalists are not beggars. They deserve the best. They deserve a conducive environment. They deserve an environment that is well equipped. They deserve environment that when you come in, you can be proud of. And that's exactly what we are looking up to see that we have an environment, a building that we can call our own, a building that you can actually walk in, and you are proud that you are a journalist. And we look forward to our stakeholders, the support of stakeholders. We look forward to the support of policymakers. We look forward to the support of every one of us seated here to make this a reality. And so I say thank you. God bless every member of the NUJ FCT. God bless our work. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Please put your hands together, especially for her. Thank you very much. Those are members of the union. They are also members of NSC. Well, thank you very much for making that work for us. And so, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, someone had described grace in various forms. Somebody said if Grace were a lawyer, she would be the grand senior advocate of the masses, of ones whose voice commands the courtroom and whose wisdom guides the bar. If she were a doctor, she would be a consultant of consultants, diagnosing not just ailments but truth behind every symptom. If she were to be an engineer, she would be a master builder, designing bridges strong enough to connect communities and ideas. If she were a teacher, she will be the distinguished professor, shaping generations with clarity, with patience, and with purpose. If she were a soldier, she will be the field marshal, leading with courage, strategy, and unwavering discipline. If she were an artist, she would be a virtuoso, painting stories to inspire, to provoke, and to transform. If she were a businesswoman, she will be a board chairman, steering organizations with vision, integrity, and undeniable competence. But who is she? She's something even more powerful. A journalist, and not just a journalist, but the chairman of our council. In this role, she is the guardian of truth, the voice of the press, and the leading light for practitioners across the capital. Her pen is our instrument. Her integrity is our honor. And her leadership is legacy in motion. Please put your hands together once more for Comrade Grace Ike, Chairman of Council, a woman who embodies excellence in every realm and whose dedication elevates the noble profession of journalism. Thank you very much. While we get ready to take more speeches, may I especially appreciate my chairman, the chairman of the correspondent chapel in the FCT, Comrade Felix Ojo. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We're honored to have you. The chairman has been busy planning a party for tomorrow that even the organizers had to give him a chair under the tree. But ladies and gentlemen, for the past 1 year, a lot has happened. And at this time, we want to focus on the screen as we take the documentary proper to hear what has happened from that day when we gathered, thinking about whether to vote or not to vote.
The NUJ FCT distributed rice to over 600 members during the festive period of 2024.
Why is this documentary starting with rice?
For the last 1 year, it's been tremendous.
Can we start from the beginning, please? Thank you very much.
Exactly 1 year ago, on December 4, 2024, Comrade Grace Ike and her executive committee assumed leadership of the Nigeria Union of Journalists Federal Capital Territory Council. Ike made history as the first female chairman in the council's 41-year existence, a groundbreaking milestone that signaled the media community's readiness for change. Since taking office, the council has championed journalist empowerment, raised professional standards, and improved welfare across the FCT.
The role of journalists in collaboration with security agencies include but not limited to the following: the pen pusher. The media must acquire knowledge. The media.
And I'm happy that this opportunity is coming today, because you will, to a large extent, you will determine whether we'll be able to succeed in this assignment for our dear country or not.
I recall the challenges, the fight, the struggle during the election, whether it was going to hold or not. And today we are here 100 days in office. It's just like a dream come true. And when I look back, I still feel I'm not there. We are not doing it because we came with a whole lot of lofty programs for our people.
For the first time, the NUJ FCT distributed rice to over 600 members during the festive.
Thank you very much. Please, can we celebrate the team that went around Abuja to do this within a very short time? Thank you very much. I promise you we'll play this documentary again today. And for those of you who have emails, we'll send them as prayers to your emails. We may send some other prayers alongside this documentary. Please, can we clap for the chairman, who was very inspired by her many years in the National Assembly. Thank you very much. Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, because of time, we will do two quick things and then we'll do the groundbreaking and come back to continue the speeches. We want to particularly appreciate Arise because we need them to be here to witness the groundbreaking so they don't report what they did not see. So ladies and gentlemen, permit me to invite the Director of Public Building, who we have told that he has to make something happen for us. This building must go on. And whatever heaven and earth cannot demolish or demolish. Hello? But we'll invite the Director of Public Building FCT, Architect Baturi Tagwai, who's represented by our own architect, Obe Okwaraji, to come and make his speech. Please put your hands together for him. So is that our building approval plan? Please clap for him.
Good evening, everyone. Permit me to stand in existing protocol as described by our able FCT Council Chairman. So this is just a short talk from the Director of Public Building, in person of Architect Batureti Garba, fellow Nigerian Institute of Architects. The synergy between the media and developers of Abuja, strengthening collaboration for a greater FCT. Now, development of Abuja, our nation's capital, has always depended on strong partnership between government institutions, professional stakeholders, and the public. Among these partners, the media, represented by the Nigerian Union of Journalists, FCT Council, remains one of the most strategic of all. As the NUJ FCT, under the dynamic leadership of the Comrade Grace Ike, marks its one-year anniversary with the theme One Voice, New Era. This groundbreaking ceremony provides an opportunity to reaffirm the synergy that ought to exist between media practitioners and the custodians of Abuja's physical development. Under the leadership of the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesomwike, the FCT administration has pursued an ambitious agenda of infrastructural renewal, city maintenance, and service delivery. The success of this vision depends greatly on accurate information, responsible reportage, and meaningful public enlightenment, roles which the media perform with professionalism and patriotic commitment. A well-informed public is essential to the acceptance, sustainability, and appreciation of the ongoing reforms across Abuja. The Federal Capital Development Authority, in a recognition of the media's indispensable role, has over the years demonstrated support for the NUJ in the FCT. Notably, the FCT took up the responsibility some past years to pursue the completion of the NUJ FCT Council complex in Utako. Journalists took a project envisioned to provide a modern workspace, training hub, and press center for journalists across the territory. This investment underscores the administration's belief that a well-supported press corps is fundamental to democratic governance and effective civic engagement. Today, the Department of Public Building, under the leadership of Architect Batureti Garba, continues to play a critical role in advancing this collaboration. The department remains committed to providing technical support, guidance, professional oversight, and project facilitation needed to ensure that public buildings, including this and those serving the media community, meets the highest standards of safety, functionality, and architectural excellence. Whether through direct involvement in public interest facilities, advisory services, or partnership that strengthen the institutional capacity, the department stands ready to support the NUJ both within the FCT and across the Federation. As Abuja grows into a more resilient and global competitive capital city, the partnership between the developers of the city and the media becomes even more critical. Working together with transparency, mutual respect, and shared purpose, the FCT administration and the NUJ can build a capital that reflects the aspirations of all Nigerians, orderly, progressive, inclusive, and accountable. This new era is indeed a call to deepen collaboration. With one voice and a united vision, we can build a better Abuja for today and for the generations to come. Once again, congratulations, madam, to you and your entire council. God bless.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for him. There are some people who, when you see them and you hear them talk, you know that when files reach their table, it will not last long. Just pass it. Please celebrate him. Thank you very much. So a file, I'm sure, is near your table now. When it comes, I'm sure you'll take action. May I especially appreciate former chairman of council, Comrade Abdul Jalil Adebayo. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much, sir. We have also representing Dr. Paul Adiwu of Teen Ambassadors, Madam Joy Esiedosa. Please put your hands together for her. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, in our constituency in the National Assembly is one man who is special. And we have pleaded with him to stay so that he can also witness what we are doing. But you know that if it was possible that the National Assembly can be described as an orchestra, he will be a principal conductor. He will be harmonizing diverse voices into one coherent national symphony, which will be very difficult, but he will do with ease because he has an explanatory example momentum. If our democracy were a committed system, he will be the Committee on Public Confidence, ensuring transparency, accountability, and communication remains the order. But because governance and plenary are one, we can describe him as the order paper, guiding the nation on which we must be discussed, what must be understood, and what will necessarily be acted upon. So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to welcome the one who stands at the intersection of Parliament and the people, the bridge between representation and understanding, the interpreter of the intent of government and the people, and the custodian of legislative communication, the strategic voice that translates work into 360 lawmakers. Ladies and gentlemen, may I therefore invite Honorable Akin Rotimi Jr., spokesperson of the House of Reps, to talk to us.
Thank you very much. Your MC, I think you got a very good MC. As he was describing, I didn't even know he was talking about me for a minute. Good evening, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to stand on existing protocols. I don't want to broach trying to establish it and make mistakes. I'm seeing a lot of very distinguished people from the media and journalism community here. I very specially congratulate Madam Grace Eke. Of course, the Government Council and members of the executive of NUJ, FCT, I greet you very specially, and I rejoice with you on this occasion today. As you know, Madam President, or is it Chairman you call it? Is it President? Madam Chair, right, is from our constituency, the National Assembly, particularly the House of Representatives, and I know that many of us from that constituency are also supporters. Please, can you just wave your hands if you're here from? You can see that if you wanted to carry out any action here, the other people will be should be very afraid. But you know, there's something happening in the House of Representatives. There's something happening in the National Assembly, 10th Assembly. We realize that for very many years, there's been historical distrust between Nigerians and the leadership generally, but particularly the House of Representatives. And that's why when we resumed, we made it a point of duty that we're going to make efforts to correct this. In our legislative agenda, we have inclusion and open governance. Agenda. She was at that time the chairman of the press corps of the House of Representatives. Please put your hands together for her. So today we're here to celebrate one of our own. I think the very one written from Right Honorable Abbas Tajudeen, the entire membership of the House of Representatives. I'm really proud that the ambassador is doing. We are making all efforts to ensure that everybody who is associated with us succeeds. So that in the end of the there was something different about that House of Representatives. And that's why you see that when the FCT Abuja is flourishing under Madam Grace, I tell you that one of the reasons is because she's associated with the 10th Assembly House of Representatives. We support you wholeheartedly. As you know, the media is a critical stakeholder in us being able to effectively legislate, effectively carry out our
constitutional duties. And we thank you for your support so far, because we know that without you, we won't have gotten this far. And you are our ongoing partner in our efforts for Nigerians to once again believe in the legislature. And I assure you that we will continue to support in every way possible. I have looked at, I've just been peeping behind to see the banner over there. Madam Grace, Madam Chair, doesn't do small things. She doesn't do small things at all. And I've seen a picture of that structure. And in my mind, I've just been doing the math. Okay, that's it on the screen. But I believe that all things are possible. And I believe that if you have a vision and a dream that you are comfortable every morning when you see it, then that means you have not started. You must have a vision and a dream that you are very afraid of, and you know that it is only by the grace of God that you can achieve it. And we commit, by the grace of God, to working with you. I guess we'll have to have a conversation around that, but we want to know in ways that either personally, I would definitely want to be a part of this. I would let you know today what I am going to personally make a contribution by the grace of God. But beyond that as well, I believe that the leadership of the House must support our ambassador to be able to make this a reality. Journalists play a very crucial role in nation building. As the fourth estate of the realm, you play a very, very crucial role. And you are the ones that face the pressure. I've done a little bit of journalism in the course of my career trajectory. And I ran away very quickly from journalism to more public relations because of the pressure. I know what it is to, some of you, I know that they are rushing to go home now, to go back to work, because you have to find in your stories, you have to do a lot. I know the pressure, and I know again the burden of responsibility that you carry. Number one, you are balancing being able to ensure that you break the news properly, right? If you don't break the news and other media breaks it, then you are in trouble with your editor. But you are also under pressure to ensure that you are accurate in your reportage. And people only remember journalists when they have mistakes. So I know that pressure. And that's why I always encourage, and they know that for me, a conducive environment in our own very small way. When I resumed as House spokesperson, I looked at the media center and I said we had to do something about it. And by the grace of God, working with Madam Chair, we were able to refurbish, the media center in the House of Representatives, which hadn't been done in very many years. And they know that I've always advocated the need for us to prioritize the health and wellness of journalists because of the disproportionate amount of pressure that you face. Many of you after work, you're going home at 10 o'clock and all of that. Probably some might not even have vehicles, and we know what's happening in the state of insecurity. There's a lot that you face, and many times I empathize, with the pressure, because I know that this is one profession that the reward is not commensurate with the amount of work that you put in. So we empathize, and in every way we'll continue to advocate and support that your job is as easy as possible for you to do, because when everything fades away over many years, what would remain is the stories that you told in our journey to nationhood. We celebrate you, not only Madam Grace, but the entire executive and all those that have worked together. I was looking forward to seeing that documentary. I don't know who was in a hurry, but I personally was looking forward to seeing it. But I want to see it. I would like to see all of the giant strides. And I'll end on this note. Madam Grace is one person that has shown us that the spaces that women have seized, right, to be platforms for change, you have done very, very well. It tells us that women, whatever men can do, women can do later. I'm trying to copy the MC. Women can do better, and that is the truth. And for those that push back, when we talk about empowering women, right now we're going on our advocacy for the reserved seat for women. I hope you all call your representatives and your senators when we're going to vote on that bill. We try to encourage and say that we should be given the opportunity. Madam Grace is one person that holds her own in very, very accomplished circles. And I tell you, you are going places. I believe I also have the spirit of God. When I saw you, I was seeing you where you are going, not where you are now. Because I know by the grace of God, you'll be called to higher platforms of service in this nation. Don't take for granted the days of little beginnings, because I assure you that those that matter are watching and taking note. Thank you very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Please can you put your hands together for him? Honorable, we thank you for those very beautiful words. We appreciate you also for your commitment. Looking through his own work and commitment to the National Assembly, you see that he has sponsored over 35 bills and numerous motions in his constituency at Ekiti North 1, Ikonye Oye, Federal constituency. With his ability now have a school because of him. He has also been able to do roads, even though it's not part of his job. Or he's building roads, electricity, regular one and solar. Every time he does that. Thank you very much for making your people smile. And that's the true spirit of representation. Please, can you clap for him? So we know that all those things you did are for your people because they voted for you. We are also your constituency. Media is your number one constituency. I want to tell you that we already have the bill of quantity. You will get it very soon. And I know that you will do something about it. Thank you very much. Well, what we'll just do very quickly is that I want to also inform us that we have Architect Yazid Bukhari. That's that picture you see there. I don't know if you can see it very clearly. That's what would look like. This is a 3D representation of what we want to have. And we may decide after the approval of the FCT to add a floor on top to penthouse. Somewhere helicopter can land. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Can we especially appreciate our architect who has been working with us? Can we thank him? Please, let's celebrate him. I know that you have a lot to tell us about this building, but if you can just tell us in 1 minute, just 1 minute, so that, okay, 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, because I don't know how to draw. The only thing I can draw is to give me a pencil is to draw a conclusion. But architects use pencil. Please celebrate him, please.
Good day, everyone. I'm really honored and really happy to be here. I'm very proud of this trailblazing project. I can really recall a few weeks back, our chairperson contacted me and then she told me, this is my idea. I was like, the first time I was like, okay, let's demolish this and don't do something else. But she said, no, in her infinite wisdom, she said, no, I want it transformed. I was like, yeah. But then I realized something in those stories that our chairperson has this divine ability to bring out the best in you. And telling you today, as a result of that motivation from her, this is where we are. So I really appreciate her for pushing me to actually bring forth this, honestly. So basically what we'll have here is when the whole project is finalized, is a combination of different functions. On the ground floor, as you can see, we are going to have activities like gym, studio, and maybe 1 or 2 offices. Then going up to the first floor, we're going to have the conference hall where a lot of things can happen. Then at the last floor there, we're going to have offices. So basically, it's like a mixed-use building that we have here. And you know, I've been around here since. I keep hearing people saying, this structure is old, will it take it, will it do that? Yes, the structure behind me is not going to be the building, but it's going to be part of the building. So everything we're going to do here is going to be FCT approved. So we don't have an issue. So please let's have all our mind at rest. Everything is in order. And without taking too much time, I just want to appreciate the chairman once more again for trusting and believing in me and bringing me on board for this trailblazing and pioneering project. Thank you very much, Ma.
Thank you, architect. May I invite our chair to lead the dignitaries here so we can go perform the groundbreaking. Honorable, I've been told spokesman of the FCT, of the House of Reps have been told that immediately after now you also have another function to perform. There is a small document that we need you to unveil, and we'll do that as soon as we come back from the groundbreaking. If you don't want to carry your power bank, you can leave them on the table. You have somebody who will watch them. Please, can we allow the DI to perform to GTV Africa Abuja? So we can do this quickly. The groundbreaking ceremony is on. And at the moment, the venue, this is the building for those of you that don't know what this venue, the movement is heading towards the groundbreaking and the performance. All former chairmen, all leaders of council is going to be done right. Legal advisor. The action is going to be done right here. The workings and the all leaders that is expected to be done. Architect to where the land is. Where to see the hall? Just looking at the hall. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are. I don't know where it is. We just do it here. Please, can we just put the blocks here? Just put the blocks here. Namanya sama hakari jiashi. Baba, saya sa dibilang foto-foto thank you. Dia mudi. What did you come? How did you do this? What did you want to do? Everything and time cycle. GTV Africa from Abuja, the groundbreaking ceremony is going on at NUJ. And Honorable Ritmi is about to perform the art that is expected of him. The depth is very high, and the bricklayer guy needs to quickly do some actions to be done for him. Some actions are expected. So, ladies and gentlemen, and the is fetching a strong load of cement. She has leveled the chair of the council is setting it ready for the kitchen of the chair for the Honorable Rotimi to continue. It's just building more. Lead benefactor for this project. He has also built land like this in Ekiti. May we invite the managing director for Arise to make sure that this building rises above the floor. This is the GTV Africa brings to you. So please, can we just allow the former chairman to can you just allow the former chairman right here? Former chairman Former chairman will add, yes, the Kakaki will now add to Kakaki. This is a brilliant blessing. He has to make the select well. Now the Kakaki will support the honorable members. We raise the elder, the chairman of the ruling party. Yes. Anything he builds, nobody demolishes. Alright, we'll now carry this block.
Well, symbolic block is being placed on top.
Yeah.
Symbolic block is placed on top.
A plug, very plug. A plug. Nearly cannot keep the
Well,
floor.
this is coming for the first time in NUJ, and the
Also, it's important that you say
council is
something
having the
about this
opportunity
foundation.
of this kind of activities. I want to believe that
Started it, bring the support by the grace of God to be able to complete it in record time by the grace of God. Right? Thank you very much. Members will now go back to, let's go back to the, thank you very much. We have laid the foundation.
that everyone would love to have.
I know you are one of the
Please, all the dignitaries will go back. We will still continue to make this block. Now, what must lay foundations and get? Now, what must put
as a champion of and you are lucky to be part of people that lay foundation this remodeling of the center. How do you feel? I feel happy. I'm very happy for this day. I'm also happy to have had the privilege of being former chairman of this council. I'm happy today that we are seeing a new color of leadership. This is the first day to be chairman of this council, and since she became chairman, we have seen various positive activities. So I'm happy today, as former chairman of the council, to see that somebody is taking the baton higher than she left it. I mean, higher than we left it. If you are to give her advice, what would be your advice to her? Well, my advice is for her to continue doing the good thing. She's doing well. She consults a lot. She relates well with people. This is unionism, it's about welfareism. And so she's when it comes to welfare of members. She doesn't joke with it. My name is Chief Jacob. Thank you. At this point, I will join to see what is going on. I'll come back. Other things after book is going to be launched. There is a book that is about to be launched. Just let's be part of what is about to be launched, and then we'll continue to hear from members and others.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let us there's a token that this is a document about the 1 year adventure. It also contains a lot about who Grace is and what she represents. We have document part of it talking about her campaign, her strategy, and her success, the challenges she faced, with what she represents for the future. So this is the document. Traditionally, we had said everybody who picks a copy will just give us like 200 or 500,000. What you're holding now is something you have bought.
The way MC is going about this might make some people that are standing to want to run away or drop the book by charging them 500,000 naira for just the book.
The only place he did not go to was the Kija Shrine.
You're on live to GTV Africa from
So, ladies and gentlemen,
America and NUJ Council.
Allow you to say something about this document. Why did they even put nylon? They will allow you to see inside. So you can look inside a little.
Well, it's good to look inside a little to know what you are paying for.
So we appreciate all of you for coming out with courage to purchase this document. Sir? Okay, anybody has seen it?
I don't know what you want me to say. Okay, but no, I think this is very important to document our journey. In other jurisdictions in the world, you find someone retires as a principal, he has a book. Someone retires as a bishop, he has a book. And I don't think we do enough to document our stories and our journey. And I must commend Mr. Benjamin Ubiri, the author, for taking the time out to help us document this book of the journey of a very, very distinguished media, politics, and strategic publicity professional in our country. I would personally buy 5 copies. I will communicate to you what we're going to do. I would want to have 2 of my daughters to be able to get a copy each of this book. And then I would also make sure that I deliver one personally to the Right Honorable Speaker and one to the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker, and ensure that we're able to get a certain commitment. So I tell you that I will personally enter that job with you too, and then I'll be able to have a copy to myself. So those 5 copies will communicate what we're able to do. Thank you very much. And we dedicate this book in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Well, we are not in the chamber, so we are going to second devotion. As please, we shall be very happy.
I'm going to I'll give 50K to that one. But I can assure you that I've been some very represented of the group that the leadership and execution. But this is personal pushes for me. 50K. And then someone can come. All right, well, thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, for everything you've done. First of all, the people of FCT have donated this land to you, so that one is there. And of course, my key behind my leaders who are here, right from the member, is a member of the Federal House of Representatives, representing all of us, including my guy here. So whatever they said, of course, I'll abide by it. I'll get across to you right after the event. And then, of course, we are journalists like you, so we also look for a way to actually have you on air or the writer to come and talk about it. Because, I mean, we are really impressed about what you've done so much, about what you've done only for us as journalists. But the fact that you can reach out to press clubs to build the next generation of journalists, for people to still have an interest in the profession. And I think this is where this book belongs, those young voices that are coming up. So journalism is not a dying profession, that's what you're telling us, and may God continue to see you through, and all of us. Thank you.
My name is Joy. I'm representing Teen Ambassador and Dr. Paul. This is a very good initiative. I love it when I see women excelling in places that are sometimes reserved for men. So this is actually a really big achievement. And on behalf of the ambassadors, we are saying congratulations to you. And I believe that my boss will do the necessary thing, and you will see support. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. This is us, so I don't know what to say. But I want to say that Grace, you have made us proud. Since we came in, we are not regretting any bit, and we don't have any reason to regret. After that stuff happened after 40 years, after 41 years of NUJ FCT, and it's happening during my tenure. You know we are solidly behind you. The whole and now watching FCT, now watching FCT. We stand back behind you, in front of you, and everywhere, and you know that. So congratulations once again. So now as an FCT, we'll talk about it. You know that we'll do something.
I am so glad you're holding this book, talking about my colleague, which has never happened. So I will support with a token of 50,000. Well, before the honorable member started prophesying, I was the first person to prophesy to Greece. And I spoke this into existence. I like documentation, because at the end of the day, if this is not documented, it will be stolen. But we have something we can read. I'll support with 50,000. Thank you very much. On behalf of Caliphate Radio and TV, we purchased 2 copies of the book.
Huge congratulations to our trailblazer chair. And you know how we'll do it now, chair. You know how we'll do it. So, my chair, the ball is in your court. But congratulations and all the best.
May we especially welcome Honorable Lansama, who is the man with the special heart in the National Assembly. He does anything while we're here in summer. So, have we given him the book? Yes, please, can we give him an original copy before he goes to find it?
Nice to see you coming to NUJ. Is it a good thing for NUJ to be remodeling and increasing the capacity? My name is Ezema Mwago. I'm the Executive Director of Planning and Advancement Center in Africa, PACA.
Yes, sir.
Not just remodeling. I think every room requires improvement.
No, don't worry.
So the initiative to improve the aesthetics, the architectural design of the NUJ Secretariat is something that is long overdue, and it's only Grace.
This lady is
with grace of God that has capacity to do what she's doing, and I think it's an excellent thing, and we have to come support her. That's why you are all here together with everyone. Yes, excellent thing, and the initiative is trailblazing. One of the things that I find very encouraging is when you see people chatting, going into an uncharted path, and that's what Grace seems to want to do in NUJ. And I don't think her sex is at play now. What is at play is competence, capacity, and the intellect that she has brought to the leadership of NUJ, and that is what I celebrate. What would be your advice to journalists generally, Nigeria, NUJ, FCT, and all that stuff? Well, I think already Nigerian journalists are doing excellent work, and I think they should just continue. The name again. My name is Ezema. Thank you. Thank you so much. We are on to NUJ. Remodelling of the structure in Abuja.
Thank you very much. He has said he has taken us a blank check that we should just go to any bank and tell them is honorable. Asoma. All right. So yes, we'll continue with the speeches for those who. I think we can take a. We didn't take photographers. We didn't take the official group picture. I think we should take a picture. We'll take a picture. Okay. It's good to smile. It means what we are. Hold the book well, don't turn it upside down. Thank you very much. We allow honorable members to go. The rest of us will remain seated. At this time, to play the documentary, please, our technical team, can we play the documentary?
My honorable, nice to see you coming straight to my camera and others. Thank you. Today you are visiting this occasion, and for the first time in the history of FCT NUJ, the woman leader leading the council is remodeling the structure. How do you see that? Oh yeah, absolutely. She's a trail.
Welcome the chairperson of the TNC FCT.
As you see, the chairman is a trailblazer, someone that over 4 decades of the FCT NUJ, you've never had a woman. And for the first time, you've seen her occupy this role with a lot of grace, a lot of innovation, a lot of vision. And the practice of journalism in Abuja has been far better for it, you know. And on behalf of the House of Representatives, that's why we're here, by the leave of Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, PhD, GCON. Mr. Speaker, we assure journalists that we'll continue to recognize them, first of all, as a critical stakeholder, the fourth estate of the realm, critical stakeholder in the project of rebuilding Nigeria, and we'll continue to work together with the NUJ and other critical stakeholders to ensure that we regain the trust of Nigerians, you know, by our efforts in governance to ensure that the yearnings of Nigerians is reflected in all of our efforts in the House of Representatives.
Thank you so much. Just your name again for the benefit of those that may not.
So my name is Akitunde Rotimi, and I represent the good people of Ekiti North 1 Federal Constituency, which comprises the Ikole and Oye local government. I also chair the House Committee on Media and Public Affairs and the spokesperson of the House.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are home to GTV Africa. You've just listened and watched what is going on right in Abuja and the structure and everything that there is done. Step to the other side to make sure that what has been done is okay. See, come here with again. My name is Benja Lamb. Bye.